Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a first impression on the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation, and I purchased this when I went to America and I could hardly get any of these shades. They were pretty much sold out everywhere that I went to. All of the Walmarts, they had pretty much no colours left other than the really light shades or the really deep shades. So I managed to pick up these two colours because I felt like that one of them could match me when I'm super self-tanned, or if it doesn't then I could just mix these both together and then I could get my shade that would be perfect for me. So the shades that I have is the Soft Ivory, which is a light warm shade, and the Buff Bisque, which is a light medium neutral. So I think I'm almost the same shade as this one at the moment. I do self-tan, and at the moment my neck is self-tan, but I don't self-tan my face. So I feel like that this one is probably going to be the best match for me. I think the Buff Bisque might be a little bit off because of the undertone. The undertone is neutral, and when I self-tan my undertone is warm. So I think it might be a little bit off, but I do love the fact that with this foundation you can get cool, neutral and warm undertones with all of them, and they range from very fair until deep dark. So I think that everyone's probably going to be able to find a foundation that matches them. Another great thing about this foundation is that it is super affordable. I picked this up for $5 from Walmart and it does only retail for $6, which is incredible because I've seen so many amazing reviews on this. People love this if they have normal, dry and oily skin, and I have oily combination skin, so I get a very oily T-zone. I'm oily on my chin, my cheeks, my nose and also my forehead. Super oily. Then the rest of my skin is normal, so I'm hoping that this is going to go really well for me because I have seen Casey Holmes try this on one of her videos and she absolutely loves it. She has very oily skin, so I'm hoping that this is going to work very well for me. So on the website it shows that there are 20 different shades available that range from very fair to deep dark, so it's going to be great for people to try and find their foundation shades. I think pretty much everyone's going to be able to find one. And on the website it says your Skin Only Better, and new high performing skin perfecting foundation underwent major road testing under 7 different photo lighting conditions to deliver flawless camera ready makeup every time. Specially made with a matte light diffusing complex, give your skin no filter perfection, high performing breakthrough formula, featuring light adjusting complex to help prevent the white cast in photos, and tested under 7 light conditions with and without the use of flash. This looks like it's going to be a great foundation, especially if you're on photo shoots as well. And I like taking quite a lot of selfies, but I do notice that my foundation does have a white cast, so my face looks lighter than my neck, so that's something that I don't really like. So I'm going to be putting it through its paces today. I'm also going to be testing out with my phone as well, so I'm going to use the flash and also without the flash and see if there's any white cast on there. And I also like the fact that it says made with a matte light diffusing complex, so hopefully that's going to help me with my oily skin throughout the day. Another thing that I love about Wet n Wild is that this foundation is cruelty free and it's also vegan. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this foundation, and a shade that I'm going to use today is Buff Bisque, which is a light medium neutral. I've already primed my skin using my Make Up Forever Step 1 Mattifying Primer, and I use this all the time with all of my foundations. It's incredible and it's the best primer that I found if you do have oily skin. And the shade that I'm using today is Buff Bisque, which is a light medium neutral, and I'm not sure if this is going to match me because the undertone is slightly different, but we're going to match it to my neck and not to my face because my neck is self-tanned and I don't self-tan my face. So taking off the lid, it's got a little spatula on it right here, so it's going to be a lot easier to be able to put this onto your skin. So I'm just basically going to put a couple of dots on my skin and we're going to buff it out and see how it goes. So I do have a lot of redness at the moment. I also have a lot of blemishes, and I'm just going to see if this can cover up because it's crazy at the moment and I just want all of my redness to go. So as you can see, I do have a lot of blemishes, I also have a lot of redness, especially under my nose, and my skin is just breaking out like crazy at the moment. And this doesn't have any claims for which type of skin that it's best for, and it doesn't say how long it's going to last for, it doesn't say what the coverage is going to be like, so I really don't know what this is going to look like. But I'm going to use my beauty blender and I'm going to just buff this in and see what it looks like. I'm just going to add a little bit more as well because it hasn't really covered up a lot. So this is what the foundation looks like on one side of my face, and I really love it. I think the coverage is really good. The colour is pretty good as well. It is a little bit light for me and a little bit pinky, but I think we can make it work. It just looks incredible. My pores don't look as big. It's like a high definition foundation and it's covered up really well as well. I do still have some redness and a couple of blemishes on my forehead that need to be covered up, but to be honest, this is one layer. I wasn't expecting much. I was expecting it to be a light coverage and it's worked really well. It looks like a medium coverage and it looks like I'm probably going to be able to build this up as well. So the redness on my chin isn't covered up at the moment, but I am going to put a little bit more foundation on that just to see if we can cover it up, and then put a little bit on my forehead as well. But it doesn't feel sticky. It doesn't look luminous or anything like that. It doesn't look super matte. It literally looks like my own skin but better. So I'm really liking this foundation. So I'm just going to apply a couple more bits. One on my chin and another one on my forehead. And we're just going to see if this can cover up the redness and the blemishes a little bit more. Those extra drops on my chin and my forehead, it's blended out really well and it's built up really well as well, and I'm really liking this. I'm pleasantly surprised because I didn't think this was going to cover up redness. I didn't think it was going to cover up blemishes or anything like that, and it just looks really, really good. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other side of my face and I'm going to show you what it looks like. This is what the foundation looks like, and honestly I am in love with this foundation. My skin looks like my own skin but better. It's high definition. I can't notice my pores that much. It's pretty much filled in my pores, and I didn't even use a pore filling primer, which is incredible. And I'm loving the coverage of this. It's covered up my redness and my blemishes. It doesn't look cakey, it looks natural. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my makeup. I'm also going to do the photo test as well. So I'm going to get my phone and I'm going to put the flash on and also do a photo with a flash off as well, just so we can see if it has a white cast and how it looks. So I finished off my makeup and I really love this foundation. I feel like I'm slightly obsessed with it. It looks gorgeous from up close, it looks gorgeous from far away, and it just looks like my skin but better. My pores are minimised and I haven't even used a pore filling primer, which is incredible, and I just really love the way that it looks. The colour is a tiny bit off, but to be honest I don't really mind it. I think it still looks so nice anyway. And I did also do the photo test, so I used my iPhone 6s and I took a photo of me with the flash on and also another one without the flash on, and honestly you can't even see any different. It literally looks exactly the same and I think it just looks incredible. I love this foundation, so I can't wait to see how it's going to go for the rest of the day. So it's just past 10 in the morning and I'm going to go to work, and when I come back I'm going to give you my final first impression review. I'm going to let you know how I like it, if it's good, if it's bad, and what it looks like at the end of the day, and I'll see you in a few hours, guys. Bye! Hi guys, so I'm back and it's now 10 to 7 in the evening, so I've had this foundation on for nearly 9 hours, and I feel like now is a great time for me to give you my final review and let you know how I feel like it's gone throughout the day. So I really do like this foundation. I think it's done really well for 9 hours. I didn't even think it was going to stand for 2 hours. I do usually have very oily skin and it's held up very, very well. So as you can see, it's come off on a couple of areas. It's come off around my mouth and also on the top of my nose, and the reason why it's come off on my mouth is because I have been applying lip balm all day and my lips have been really dry, so that's why it's come off around that section. And also it's come off a little bit down the sides and also on the front of my nose, but part of that is due to the fact that I do wear glasses when I'm at work, so it does come off right around here, and also when my glasses lie on my face it comes off as well, because I do wear glasses for 8 hours a day while I'm at work. And then as you can see, it has sunk into my pores a little bit, but I think that's because I am getting pretty oily now, because it has been 9 hours. I haven't had to blot or anything like that, and it's come off on 2 little patches on this side of my face as well. But I do lean on my hand when I'm at work. I'm like this when I'm at work, so that's why it's come off in those areas. But to be honest, for 9 hours of wear, this is an incredible foundation. All I need to do is top up a little bit of my face and I'd be good to go out. I would be really happy to wear this foundation out if I just put a little bit on the top of my nose and a little bit down the sides, and it would just be perfect and I'd be able to go out like this. So I really like it. It still looks really flawless from far away, and from up close it still looks flawless on the sections where it's still on my face, so I really do love it. Also, my pores aren't as accentuated as I usually would be if I wore different foundations, but because I am starting to get oily around these sections of my face, that's why my pores are looking a little bit larger. But I really like it. I think this foundation's done really well. Also, with the photos that I took earlier on, I can't notice a difference to the one where I didn't wear the flash and the one where I did have the flash on. It literally looks exactly the same. Also, the colour is really good as well. I thought it'd be really off because it's a different undertone, but it actually ended up looking really good after I applied the rest of my makeup. it pretty much looked like it matched my neck, so I think that was a really good thing. So overall, I feel like this foundation has done incredibly for the day. It's been on for 9 hours and it still looks like this, and this to me is flawless. It's pretty much exactly the same as when I first put it on. Obviously it's come off in a couple of areas, but to be honest, you can just build up this foundation and then you'd be good to go out, and I feel like it's done incredibly. My makeup managed to go on really well after I applied the foundation as well. It doesn't look cakey, it's easily buildable, and it covered up all my redness, all of my blemishes as well, and for $5 to $6, this is an incredible foundation. And if you can't afford the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation, I definitely recommend picking this up because I feel like it is a dupe. Obviously it's not going to stay on as long as the Estee Lauder, but to be honest, it looks incredible on the skin. It looks as flawless as the Estee Lauder foundation as well, and I feel like that this is an amazing dupe for just $5 or $6. So I am obsessed with this foundation. I'm going to go online and I'm going to get loads of different shades of this because I absolutely love it, and I feel like it's going to be my new favourite foundation. So that's my first impression of the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. I hope that you enjoy this video. If you've tried it out and you like it, or if you don't, just comment down below to let me know, and make sure that you give this video a very big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye!